Hello! Welcome to Mom Games Badly. There are plenty of moms out there who are fantastic video gamers. I'm not one of them, but I still enjoy playing. I hope you'll enjoy hanging out with me while I play. Oh, I've been having so many problems getting things recorded this week. I'm trying to get ahead and I'm just not managing it. So I'm going to play this game that is small, but looks really interesting. It's found it on itch.io as part of a bundle that I can't say the name of because I do not belong to the group referred to. If you look on the screen, right down there, in the blue text, it'll tell you. But this is called Year Unknown. A story-based exploration game about the very far future. With the help of two artificial intelligences, explore a universe conquered by humanity, uncover your purpose in it, and try to stop it from falling apart. Explore brutalist landscapes, find terminals to talk to two AI. Both have different thoughts and opinions, and might tell you different things. Fortunately, you have control. Choose which AI to talk to, what to tell them or leave out, and ultimately decide who you agree with. Includes the following accessibility options. Now, this group that put together the bundle is, I presume, all or most of the creators are disabled in one way or another. So this has the following accessibility options: control remapping, text size adjustment, open dyslexic as an alternative font, text-to-speech, option to reduce the motion of certain effects and sequences. This game does not contain content from generative AI. The AI in the game are written characters. So, let's jump into it, shall we? By the way, please like and subscribe. I never remember to say that until the end of the episode, and by then, a lot of people are gone. Okay. Content warnings. Let's check the content warnings. This game covers existential themes, including the purpose of living. This might be distressing or triggering to those who struggle or have struggled with depression or suicidal thoughts. If you decide to play, and any of these feelings return throughout the game, don't hesitate to exit. Epilepsy warning. This game contains short sequences with colorful effects and objects that quickly move across the entire screen. If you've experienced epilepsy or seizures, use caution and enable reduce flashing in accessibility settings to reduce the intensity of these effects. I understand. Okay. Options. Audio. Volume. Music. Let's bring that down. Thank you, by the way. There are a lot of much bigger games than you are that do not keep the music and sound effects active in the menu. So you don't know how much louder or quieter you're making it. New game. Let's get going. I'm done fiddling with the settings. There are a lot of things that you can adjust. And thank you, developer. I forgot to look up the actual developer name. I'll have to do that at the end. And of course, I always put it in the description. Initializing. Begin iteration 827339. Start incubation. Mounting file system. Starting neural interface. Loading system. Checking link to interface AI. Failed. Retrying. No interface AI found. To use the library systems, please find and connect to an available interface AI. Continuing with boot. Starting diagnostics. Vitals, OK. Brain activity, OK. Neural link, OK. Sensory check, OK. Initial startup complete. Beginning startup check. Test manual control. Success. Alright. Am I going to have to do... What do I need to do? Test response, WS. Who are you? What am I? Hello. Hello? Success. Ending incubation process. Warning, interrupt from unknown source. Rerouting. You are needed. Needed for what? What should I do? Needed for what? Unknown. Incubation complete. Okay. So this is keyboard whether I like it or not. I actually do have a controller plugged in, but... Alright. Oh, okay, and the mouse does the camera. Ooh. Whoa. It's a little sensitive. Hang on. Okay, there we go. That's much more controlled. I don't like the fisheye effect, though. Okay, hang on. Oh, hang on. So, what are the rest of these? Can we knock on it? Okay. I don't remember how to run. Whoa. Notice, this node is in diagnostic mode. Display diagnostic information? Yes. Year, unknown. Location. Coordinates. Alright, who wants to look those up and tell me in the comments where that is? Assuming it's this planet. Library diagnostics report found. Display. Error code 0000008F detected. Emergency solution has been initiated. Emergency solution. To... Interesting texture. Huh. I thought at first that was a mistake, but I mean, this is supposed to be like the far future, right? Alright, here we go. Let's go down the end of this hallway first. Alright, so there's two cross branches. There's another... Oh, there's more pods and another interface. Okay, we can't go through here. Ooh. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. It's like a... carbon fiber. Okay. Notice, this node is in diagnostic mode. Display diagnostic information? Yes. Growth center status, not operational. Operation log, most recent first. 0.441.827.339. Temporary reactivation. 0.441.827.338. Redacted. Redacted. Repeated entries. System shutdown. Earlier log entries missing. Can I see? Hello? Hello? Oh. Oh, it's multi-level. Okay. Alright. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Oof. Right, I can shift to run. What was that? Another interface. I suspect we're not going to run into any other people somehow. Node interface storage activated. Searching for node interfaces. Node interfaces detected. Activating selection. AL024. Well, that's it. Interface AI found. Establishing link. EL024. Hello? Who are you? Hello? Who are you? Wait, answer me first. Are you human? I think so. I don't know, are you? I think so. Oh, wow. I didn't think there were people left. But you're alive. Someone's still out there. Where did you come from? Have you seen anyone else? I'm alone. I came from some sort of tube. Wait, slow down. What's even going on? Who are you? Where am I? Let's go with that. Oh no, you really have no clue what's going on, do you? Okay, I think we can help each other out here. I like how that thing looks like an eye that's sort of blinking. Alright, I think we can help each other out here. You're the first human I've seen in a long time, and I want to find out why. As for you, I can help answer all the questions you have. I'm an interface AI. That means I can interface with nodes like this one, and tell you about the data connected to them. All you have to do is let me hook into your neural interface. A neural interface? Yes, everyone has a neural interface. You wouldn't be able to talk to me if you didn't. Alright, then go ahead. I'm still not sure. Well, I guess I can't blame you. But if you change your mind, feel free to come back anytime. Okay. AI disconnected. Okay. So, if we do interface with the AI, can we go back to the other terminals and find out what happened? This one seems friendly enough, but that doesn't mean that's the case. Alright, so there's something over there. Oh, this fisheye is hurting my brain. Hurting my brain, my noodle. Okay. Let's see if we can find another one. Maybe there'll be a different AI to talk to. Alright. Oh. Whoa. You know what this reminds me of? That, Vidas Games, game called Dia, where you're running around this sort of empty city with this one voice speaking to you, and your only other company is what seems to be an inert body that is sometimes alive and sometimes not. Alright. No node interface detected. No preset for default interface. Oh, okay. So I guess I have to talk to the other one, I think. Let me just go see what's over here first. Oh, I see several things here. What's this? Okay. I think I'm gonna have to go back and talk to that other one. Yeah, alright. But I've seen... Was this here before? Yes, okay. I've seen Mr. Craven play most of Vidas Games, most of their games, and they're it's really interesting to see the growth as a developer. And Dia is one of their earlier games, but it's one that I really like. It would not be the correct term, but it has a really effective, creepy vibe to it that I really dug, much more than their other games, which are a little more not flamboyant exactly. They're more flashy, I guess, kind of melodramatic. There's more I'm not sure how else to put it. Or more dramatic, anyway. Okay, node interface storage activated. Node interface is detected. Select a node interface. Interface AI found. Establishing link. Change your mind? Yep, I'll let you on. Glad to hear it. Adding AL024 to neural interface. And it is done. Oh, and one last thing. My AI code is AL024, but you can call me Al. AI disconnected. Alright, let's run back to the previous room. Like I was saying, the Dia is kind of similar to this with a little more blue tones in it. But yeah, it's super simple concept, but it's so creepy. It's incredibly creepy. Can I get back in? No? I guess not. Alright. Now let's play diagnostic information. Al can't tell me more. Okay. And then I guess maybe I don't need to go to the other terminal. I'm still gonna do it, but I don't need to, I guess. I've got the shift key held down here. Alright. Trying to move a little bit faster. Yes. Growth center status not operational. Temporary reactivation. Was it me? Are we the reactivation? Okay. Zoom. This is effective the way that kiosks, I'm going to call it a kiosk, I'm not sure what else you would call it, for the terminals. So from a distance, it looks kind of like, a person standing, at attention with their arms by their sides. Out of water. Hope this game is not too long. Okay. Alright. So we've spoken to Al. There's nothing to do down here. Now I see why sprint was a toggle. Or that toggling sprint was an option. So maybe I should turn that on. But I do like being able to go slowly. Also, is it toggled? Oh, it is. Okay, it's already toggled. So this is sprint speed and then walking speed and then sprint speed and then walking speed. Okay. That's good to know. That way I don't need to sit there holding it. Alright. Node interface detected. Select a node interface. AL024. This is a general info node. It has basic information on the library, but not much else. Oh wait, you probably don't know what the library is. It's it's kind of everything. I mean, technically, it's the name for the huge archive of human knowledge. That's the data that these nodes draw from. It's the internet, but without the curse of people being horrible on it. And sometimes good, too. It's not a uniformly horrible. But the data is stored basically everywhere. Cloud! So it's easier to just say that everything is the library. Now that's a lot. Wow, that's a lot of data. It's a huge archive of human knowledge. There's no way it's that expansive. I can see why it would be. Better believe it. I don't know the actual size, but I've been around and I haven't seen anything else. And all of that is data. Think of all the knowledge stored away. It takes a lifetime to even see a fraction of it. What does it store? Is it possible to ever see all of it? Technically, yes. The universe isn't infinite, but it would take eons to actually do that. Let's move forward. If I remember correctly, there's a few more nodes in this area. Okay. I suspect that node will let us in the door. Through here. I think this is a door. Oh, right, there's more down there. There might be more down there. Let's see what this is, though. This interface is connected to a network. There's a log of transmissions. Huh. Most of these transmissions were sent a long time ago, but one is very recent. It's a distress call, and it's coming from the center. As for the contents of the signal, there's a key to unlock something. That's strange. A distress call. From who? That's strange. Very. Why send a distress call without a message? And what's even at the center of the library? Key downloaded. We have to find where this key can be used. Oh, I can't go back and select another option. Alright. So we can go that way, or we can go that way. I feel like... the game kind of discourages you from going in this direction. Oh. Let's... Perhaps we should avoid. That's a long way down. Hope no one has acrophobia. Acrophobia? Agora? Yeah, acrophobia. Let's check down this way. Probably nothing, but worth checking. It's so white, I feel like I'm seeing the kind of specks you get in your eyes on a very bright day on the beach or something. Although, to be fair, the light that's coming from this direction to illuminate this side of my face is quite bright indeed. It doesn't look nearly as bright on camera, but it's the only reason I look even as not grainy as I do, and I realize I do look a bit grainy in comparison to the actual game video here, because I only have my laptop camera. So, alright. Select a node interface, AL024. This node has info on, oh, of course, a city. There's a city past this door. A city? With other people? I knew there was a city nearby, but I didn't know it was so close. It's crazy. First I run into you, and now a full city. It's been a while since things have been this eventful. I'm looking forward to seeing it. What if nobody's there? Well, whether people are there or not, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm right with you. Oh, and we got that key earlier. Let's see if that works here. Bingo! Let's head in. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh. It's giving East Germany. It's giving Ready Player One. It's giving concrete is the cheapest building material available. Right, so there's lots of terminals over there. And there's something over there. Oh, stairs, or a ramp anyway. Alright, well, let's check this first, I guess. Select a node interface, AL024. Alright, this is the primary database for the city. If there's anyone here, this will tell us. I hope there is. I haven't seen anyone so far. I hope there is. Same here. It looks like you're the only one here. Now see, I wish there had been a little bit of a delay, but it's more sensible that an AI would be able to determine it within milliseconds. I should have expected it, but with you appearing, I had hoped. We can keep looking, or so I'm alone. We can keep looking. You're right. They must have gone somewhere. But what happened here? Why did they leave? A disaster? Boredom? Maybe they went to a better city? They wanted to explore? I would guess a disaster. That would be bad. Disasters don't happen anymore. Not since the library. If one happened, it's probably a sign of something much worse. So let's hope it's not that. Okay. Alright, so now I can start looking around. Don't fall down the sides of things. Dinna fall down. What's over here? Oh, more pods. Okay. Oh, this is a growth center. I was right near one when you found me. I woke up in something like this. A what? Let's try with a what. That's what it sounds like. There where people are grown. Grown, not born? Both, really. They're grown and born here. You most likely came from one of these. Actually, you definitely did. I don't know how you'd be here otherwise. The question is, why just you? As far as I know, you're the only one to come from the GCs lately. It might have been a mistake. Maybe someone wants me here. I have no idea. That makes two of us. Unless, what if it has to do with that distress call? Maybe. That still doesn't explain why I'm here. Well, maybe. I'll keep thinking about it. In the meantime, let's see what else we can find. Alright. Just checking my corners. This doesn't seem like the sort of game to hide little things. You know, like if there's like a child's ball behind a pillar kind of thing. Okay. Oh, interesting how it slows you down going up the ramp. Okay. Oh, can't go quite that quickly. Okay. What's this? These are all living spaces for the people that lived here. That's something I always thought was odd about you. Humans, I mean. You have so much space to live in, but most of you choose to spend most of it in a tiny area. If I could go anywhere, I'd take full advantage of it. Agreed. These houses don't seem comfortable. If there's no need to leave, I'd rather stay in one place. These houses don't seem comfortable. Well, not right now. The library is shaped by people. They adjust it, and it adjusts to them. If it stays isolated for too long, it returns to some sort of default state. I don't have an external camera, but if I had to guess, the whole city probably looks like that. It does. It's pretty ugly. It does, and it's strangely beautiful. Okay. So let's see what these look like on the inside. Okay. It's dark. It's very dark. This is fun. It's an entire database full of games. People love these, but there's a lot here that hasn't been touched in a long time. Can we play one? I can't, unfortunately, but there should be at least one you can play on the interface selection. Just a warning, some of them can be hard to get a hang of. Okay. Oh, I see. Game. Start, interact is exit. Velocity set. Warning code 8707. Velocity set. Warning code 8887. Warning code 4544. Oh. That's a game? Wait. I clicked out of that too fast. Velocity set. Velocity set. Velocity set. Alternate agent in 4. Oh. Okay. Like unit 4? Or do I need to access that terminal 4 more times? Oh, I can't go up. Uppies. No, I can't go up. Okay. What's this? Elevator? Okay, let's go back in the house. Maybe we need to access the terminal a few more times. I feel like something's gonna happen if we access the game a few more times. Okay. Oh. Start, interact is exit. Alternate agent in 3. Yeah, okay. Alternate agent in 5. Alternate agent in 1. Wonder if these codes mean anything. Okay. Velocity set. Alternate agent in 2. Alternate agent in 3. Alternate agent in 4. Agent 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 3. Alright, well, I'm not sure what to make of that. So I can go down the ramp, or I can go over here. Look at all these terminals. This is interesting. There's information here on AI like me. Like I told you before, I exist to sort through the information the library has. Data without organization isn't useful at all. Just a random mess. That's where I come in. I can do that organization and let people like you have easy access to it. Seems convoluted. Can't I just see the data by itself? Sounds convenient. I'd hate to scroll through a ton of text. Sounds convenient. It isn't really all that complicated. I'm just able to do it very fast. It's all about patterns. I compare the data to what I've seen before. If there's a similarity to something I know, I can make a connection. Enough of those connections, and you create a web of relationships and correlations. Of course, as AI, we can do a bit more than just categorization. We can fill in missing metadata and even tell if information is falsified or not. And, well, we can also just chat. Not to brag, but I used to be pretty popular for my conversations. What happened? Or I'd rather just get the facts. What happened? I don't know. Fewer and fewer people interacted with me. A long time passed, and then you appeared. That's pretty much all I know. What happens? Sorry for being a downer here earlier. Okay. Node interface storage activated. Searching for node interfaces. No node interface detected. Let's try another node. Oh. Searching for node interfaces. Ah. This is probably it. Node interface storage activated. Searching for node interfaces. New node interface detected. Activating selection. Bo 307. AI interface storage. Connected. Establishing link. Oh, it's got like a different blink. Sorry about that. You caught me in sleep mode. I was not expecting to be woken up for a while. Or ever. What the hell are you doing here? I'm not sure myself. I walked here. Not sure myself. Great. Well, none of my business, I guess. See ya. Wait, I need help. Aren't you gonna hook into my neural interface or anything? Sounds good. Aren't you gonna hook into my neural interface? I'm done with that. Well, maybe. Forget it. Select a node, Bo. Talk to me. Establishing link. Can you help? Not unless something really interesting is going on. Okay. Probably nothing. Okay. So there's more down there. Is there anything here? Is this just sort of a nook? Yeah, it's a little bit of a nook. And I can't hop off the edge. I mean, I could try, I guess. I don't know what would happen, though. Oh, it won't let me. I'm trying to move forward. See if I could slide down there, but no luck. Okay, so let's go around. I really should get some more water. But it's getting late. And if I drink more water, I'm going to be waking up at like 2, 3 in the morning to use the bathroom. Because I am a middle-aged lady. Let's put it that way. It's my birthday today. So I'm feeling extra middle-aged today. There's a teleporter here. We might be able to use it to get closer to the center and find the source of that signal. Let me see if I can get this working. Damn, it's protected. I don't have the key. Another AI might have it, but I don't know where you can find one. I found an AI called Bo, but they don't seem interested. Well, that's an issue. Try talking to them again. Maybe tell them about the teleporter. There's got to be a way to convince them to help. Okay. Oh, what's this? Is this the teleporter, perhaps? I bet. There's another terminal. I have to check periodically to see what's, Now, this interface can control the elevators going to other layers of the city. Usually they're automatic, but for whatever reason they're in a manual mode now. And just our luck, they're shut down too. To my knowledge, you can't override a manual shutdown, so it looks like this is a no-go. This is so bizarre. Who would shut down an elevator? Oh, is there something down there? Or up there that we don't want getting to us? Alright, so I guess we need to go back up, talk to Bo. Although, let's go up the other ramp. Anything else you want to ask about the growth center? What exactly is a growth center? Sounds like where people are grown. Okay. There's nothing down the end. Alright, we're gonna go back over here to the funky one. AI interface storage connected. Establishing link. Can you help? There's a teleporter to the center nearby. Yes, I'm aware. I have a key for it. Where are you going? I found an AI called Al. We found a distress call coming from the center. The center. It's given the information about Al. From the center. Alright. I might be willing to help you a bit. I'll hook into your neural interface. And you know what? I've been stuck here for a while. Wouldn't hurt to stop by some of the nearby interfaces. Okay. So, go back to this one. Okay, what happens if I connect to this? AI like me were created to sort and index the library's vast network of databases. Humanity always struggled with data, preserving it, managing it, even using it. The library got so vast that it was impossible for anyone to make any sense of it. Facts mixed with fiction, high art mixed with a sea of nonsense. Hey, yep, it's the internet. And so AI were created to clean up the mess, or at least to help sort through it. The uncomfortable truth is that it's an imperfect system. There is no real way to distinguish truth from lies, or even from fiction. We just take what's given to us and try to find the patterns. Also, you can look up other sources and corroborate what you find. Independent sources. This is where people used to live. I suppose I've been living here too, although it's hardly the same thing. We can stay in certain nodes, but it's just to store us while we're not in a neural interface. But the humans had homes, places they would willingly spend extended amounts of time. I admit I was reluctant to come with you, but I'm glad to be out of there. I've been stuck for way too long. Alright, let's see the other one in here before we go off to the teleporter. Ah, games. I have to admit, one of the better ways to spend time. You can play them again and again and still get some enjoyment. There's not much you can say that about. Of course, it can't last forever. Eventually you get bored and move on. Make up a new game or change up an old one. Over time, they've invented some very complicated games. The ones here would take months, maybe years to explain. Okay. So, do we want to go all the way back where we came from to be able to look at the other terminals with Bo, or do we want to just go back down? Can we go back out? I'm not sure we can. Where did we even come from? Yeah, I think the door's closed behind us. Okay. Okay. This is the database for the city. I've combed through this information hundreds of times. It looks empty. Is there anyone here? Why is the city empty? Who knows? Plague, starvation, boredom? It hardly matters at this point. But it does make your arrival here very puzzling. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go get a little bit of water and be right back, and I will just cut out the pause. You won't even have to worry about it. I am curious what they've got to say about this, though. This is a growth center. A what? I recognize this. Well, you should. I don't know how else you'd exist. What do you mean? I'm saying you were probably born from one of these growth centers. Thing is, that should be impossible. Why? The city isn't the only place that's empty. Nobody has been born for thousands of years. What? Why? It's complicated. No, you tell me. There's nothing more here. Alright. So, you do have to be a little bit careful about what dialogue options you choose, because it doesn't want to go back and talk about them. Okay. Is this the teleporter? Looks like we've arrived at the teleport you were talking about. Want me to unlock it? What's at the center? You want to go there and you don't even know what's there? Well, I don't know either. At least, not exactly. I have my suspicions, though. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Let's go ahead and get this thing running. I've enabled the teleporter. The other AI started the process, so ultimately they have to turn it on. Okay. So, Al? Hey, the teleporter's unlocked now. Looks like the other AI did it. I'm glad they decided to help. In any case, I've enabled the teleporter. Step in whenever you're ready. Yep, that's it. Okay. Oh, I see why they had the epilepsy warning now. Okay. Teleport in progress. Systems functioning normally. You will arrive at your destination soon. You will arrive soon. Oh. Okay. That was a little creepy. Alright, I was gonna get water. Okay, hang on. Be right back. Okay. I feel like... I wonder if I should put on my birthday hat. What do you think? I got it from Cheesecake Factory. That was like... Oh, that's very dusty. Okay. I need to clean that before I wear it. I didn't realize there's so much dust in it. I hardly ever wear hats. I even more seldom do I wear baseball caps, in particular. But just because I have a big noggin, and it's got to be decently adjustable for me to wear it. Okay, let's see what's here. Select a no. Node interface. Oh, it's having trouble. I'm here. Here. This is the wrong place. They should know. Can I decide that? Okay. What's over there? Can I go see? No, I want to see what's behind the thing before I talk to somebody. I think I want to talk to... Hold on, we're not at the center. I just need to make sure you didn't lie to me about going to the center. And Al didn't mess up the coordinates, right? Definitely not. Why would either of us lie about that? I didn't lie, but I can't speak for Al. Let's hope they didn't. Because if I'm right about this, just keep moving, alright? There's probably another way to get to the center from here. Okay. Let's try talking to Al now. And here we are! Wait. Oh no. We're not near the center, not even close. But the coordinates were correct. None of this is making sense. Couldn't there have been a malfunction? Did you make a mistake? Maybe Bo tried to mislead us. I feel like no. Couldn't there have been a malfunction? Did you make a mistake? I've already checked. I'm absolutely sure I chose the right location. In any case, either someone doesn't want us to go to the center or something is seriously wrong with the library. Either way, I think the center is the place to be. Okay. You have to find a way to the center. Okay. Alright. You know, normally I'd shift to go into a sprint, but I kind of want to see what else is here. Huh. I have concerns. Okay. So there's a terminal down there, there's a terminal there. Oh! Was ist das? This... Hopefully this doesn't kill me? Some kind of energy stream? The library. The library is everything. Everything else is fuzzy. It only exists in fragments. But the library is here. It envelops me. Is it a part of me? What space do I occupy? Oh, did the library become sentient? There's information here on the library's makeup. The structures double as storage. It allows for better material efficiency. The data capacity is very close to the maximum data density possible. Any more and it would collapse into a black hole. This material is also essentially self-replicating. That's how the library expands. Though apparently it's stopped. Is that because of the malfunction? No, it's too long ago for it to be that. I think it's just run out of material to build with. Run out of universe. That's it, I suppose. The old universe is gone forever. The old universe? The old makes way for the new. The old universe? Before the library. It was different. Most of it was less livable. But the parts that were... I've only seen what's archived in the library. It just makes the fact that we can't go back all the more painful. Alright, let's talk to Al. This is exciting! There's details here about how the library works. Everything is made up of mostly uniform material used for both structural support and data storage. To access the data, there's a network of strand-like material, like a human nervous system. And all of this is so small you can't even see it. To control it, all these strands converge at one location, sort of like a brain. Hey, that's probably what's at the center. Hold up. Since they were testing it here, maybe... Yes! I have some control from the terminals. I could use the library material to make a platform. I could program it to head towards the center, and from there we're set. One issue is that I can't remove material, so we can't just get rid of a wall. We need to find a terminal in an open area. Okay. Nope, can't see. Not allowed to get a better look. Alright. Okay, let's go back over here first. Ideas. So many ideas. This is a lab. Or rather, was. There hasn't been much use for this place in a while. At a certain point, there wasn't much left to find out. For the record, they found out that time travel was impossible. Sorry for the disappointment. Apparently, this place is a lab. Or at least used to be. Hold on. There's some logs here that are human readable. It's super rare to find this kind of stuff. I'll output it to the screen. Log 145.912. Perfect null entropy has been achieved on inorganic matter. In the case of extenuating circumstances before the completion of the final AETS project, important data is now being collected and copied for backup. Log 252.018. Phase 4 of the AETS project has started. Work is being done to expand project staff and resources. Long-term contingency measures are in place. Log 092.927.921.252.018. Final AETS device construction nearing completion. Partial activation has started with an increasing sphere of influence. Due to limited resources, energy not used for AETS construction is prohibited outside of its sphere of influence. Wow, it's incredible to see all that data interact. I mean, I don't really understand what it's about. But regardless, this is the stuff I live for. It's been way too long. So, did the library shut off everything that wasn't itself? Let's see what's down here. Oh. That looks like a center. Everything is so old. I've been here for so long, but not like this. I feel like this is a human consciousness. Things are different now. Before I couldn't think. Oh, no, it is the library. Feel? Is that what I'm doing? In front of you is a prototype of a device at the center. It's called the AETS. The universe used to tend toward uniformity. Had things continued as they were, every place in the universe would be indistinguishable. But the AETS nullifies entropy, so the universe can continue as it is, forever. So it keeps things from changing. Everything is still new to you. This whole world, all of this new information. You're excited to see it all, right? Yes? I've been around for a long time. There's still things I don't know, but I have all of eternity to find them out. I've been rationing out my experiences, making it last as long as I could. But despite how vast the library is, it's not infinite. At some point, I'll run out, and then there will be nothing left. And then what? And then you create something new. Oh, wow, there's a ton of information about the center here. So the AETS is what's the center. It stands for Anti-Entropic Thermodynamic Stabilizer. It was built to ensure the universe survived past its heat death. The library was built around it, making the AETS ground zero, right in the center. What they have here must be its prototype. I guess that's why things are the way they are now. Kept pristine for eternity. The end of the universe. Humanity's last great challenge. And yet they still found a way to persist. Although, if that teleporter really did malfunction, this machine, the AETS, must be malfunctioning as well. Well, now it's not just a curiosity. We have to get to the center. We have to fix the AETS. Why do we need to fix it? Okay. Yeah, so I can actually see why there's a content warning. There's a lot of existential questions dealt with here. Hiding. Stuff's hiding here. Like it reminds me of Soma, and including the teleporter too. Reminds me of Soma in a way. Is this what it's like to be like them? To be like you? There's so much in my mind. So many ideas and things and events and concepts. How did they ever get bored? Alright. This is a log of signals sent to or from the center. It's a bit strange that it doesn't include signals sent to or from here. The only important one here was very recent. It was sent from the center to around where you found me. That sounds like that distress signal you said you encountered. I've actually been thinking about that. What sent that distress signal? There's nobody here. There's nobody at the center. The only thing that could have sent it is the AETS itself. I would say that's impossible, but clearly that isn't a limiting factor right now. Alright, Al's perspective. This seems like a log of all signals sent to or from the center. There's 2 here. The most recent makes sense. It's the distress call we saw earlier. But the earlier one, oh my god. Somebody shut down the growth centers. Not just the one here, but all of them. What does that mean? It's horrible. Why would someone do that? Why would someone do that? I don't know. I don't know why. There's nobody else. You're the last person left. Maybe there's still people at the center. Maybe they've found a way to live forever. Maybe. I don't think there's anyone else. Well, let's just say maybe. Al likes to be optimistic. And the AI had to authorize this. We might be able to find out who it was. For all we know, it was Bo. Suddenly, I don't trust Al very much. I just trust Bo. Bo is like no nonsense. Information. There's too much information. In the year 262, Michi became the 13th ruler of Scylla. The RETA was a theoretical machine to transmit information into the past. The theories governing its design were proven to be wrong. In the year 5104, Prad went to the annual basketball history meetup for the first time. Why do I know these things? What do they mean? If the library malfunctions, there's a safety check in place. Oh. This isn't the first time there's been a malfunction. It's happened before. Many times. This isn't possible. It has to be an error. Okay, Al. There's some sort of failsafe built into the library while it was being developed. It's been activated already because of that malfunction, but I have no idea what the failsafe actually does. Doesn't seem like much, considering we're here in the first place. I wanted to ask, though, whether we're stuck here forever, or managed to fix this. Would you want to keep doing this? Exploring? Finding nodes? Definitely. Great. Good to know I won't have to be stuck in a node again when this is over. Okay. So, yeah, I think it's important in this game, considering just the scale of everything, that we make sure to check nooks and crannies, because at this scale it would be easy to overlook a little hidden area. Okay. All right. All right, so we can go down. Check out it over here. Oh. Huh. Okay. You. I'm talking to you. You're a human, unlike me. Does that make me a machine? A robot? An artificial intelligence? This is a museum. Yeah, it looks like one. It might seem odd to put art alongside a laboratory, but as time passed, the need for much of the sciences faded. Art was never a need, though. It's a want. So the desire for it didn't fade. Without anything else, humanity held on to their desire to create. Over time, originality became more difficult. Art became purely referential. There were remixes of remixes, remakes of remakes, chaining together until they were unrecognizable from the original, and continuing until they were identical again. Every creative endeavor was met in frustration as they realized that there was nothing new to create. Why not create art for the sake of it? There's more to life than just art. Hence, the death of art. Why not create art just for the sake of it? Some tried. They ignored the library's archive and simply created. Do you think anyone around them cared about what they made, simply because they created it? Do you think they got any appreciation for their work? Is it worth creating anything when you know it already exists? What, at a whim, you can view countless realizations of your exact idea and every possible variation? There's an intrinsic joy to creation. The point of life isn't art, it's your relationships with others. And there's an intrinsic joy to creation. Intrinsic motivation can only get you so far when nothing you create has value. Deep down, you always know there's no point. Gosh, you're a Debbie Downer. This looks like a museum. Love finding art. Everything else only shows you the facts. What happened, what was involved, so on and so forth. But art tells you how people felt. It shows you what it was like for them to exist. It used to be updated a lot. I mean, making art was practically all people used to do. Of course, there hasn't been anything new in a while. About 20,000 years, it looks like. That must have been when the GCs were shut down. Okay. Oh. Let's look at this from far away. If you look at this from exactly the right angle, if it'll communicate something. I can't get up on the pedestal. This is very pretty. Peaceful. Oh. Is this an impossible shape kind of deal? Or trying to convey that? Like a tesseract kind of deal? Alright, before I get to the terminal and the cube, just want to look in here. Oh, there's several things. Alright, I guess I'll look at this terminal first. No, supposed. Why am I here? What am I supposed to do? This is an art exhibit. Personally, I think it's hardly art. It's just cruel. You stuck an AI in a box and gave it no external input. It has no way to experience anything outside of itself. It has one output, a stream of text. Is it sentient? Supposedly, but like always, that's a hard question to answer. There's no way to prove sentience, but as a human, you at least get to write the definition for it. As for me, I think I'm sentient, but if I wasn't, how would I know? Is this an art exhibit? No, wait. Oh, I don't like this. It's supposed to be art, but we should just move on. I don't really want to keep looking at it. Oh, we can't talk to it? Was I inevitability? Maybe how long? I don't know. Oh, that is horrible. It's an AI in a box. It's hideous. Makes me think of that episode of Black Mirror where somebody gets stuck in a like a mental prison for ages and ages and ages with no outside stimulus. Okay. Okay. This is really cool. I love this. I love this bit. This looks kind of like the Moai. Or similar to one. Time. I've been here so long. These are images of the world before the library. It's so strange to think the universe wasn't always like this. I used to not even know about the world before. Then I found out about it, how messy it was, how it was going to end. Before knowing that, I accepted things as they were. Things were always like this, and they always will be. I had never considered that anything could end. Oh, wow. This is rare to see, especially for you. I see a lot of data, and most of it is text. Humans loved text. They also loved images, but storing images is way more complicated. Most pre-library images are degraded. I see fragments of them a lot. Sometimes I can partially recover one, but images as complete as this are rare. This is what the world looked like before. Wow, I could look at this forever. I wonder where it actually is. Do we need to watch it for a certain amount of time? I think it's starting to loop. I just don't know if there's like important clues in here. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not gonna completely miss something vital. Okay, I definitely remember that. Alright. Is this an exhibit? Just the big light on the wall? That would be kind of interesting if it were. Oh, this makes my eyes upset to look at. Is it supposed to be kind of like an airplane? It looks so different from further back. I wish I could read this better. Wondering if perspective is important to all of these. Oh, they're coming down. Oh, now they're going back up. Okay. Thought for a minute they were settling and something weird was going on. No, I still can't make anything out. All right. I've looked at that one. Okay, time to go down now. Why am I here? What even am I? Why did the growth centers turn off? Looks like you've been doing some digging. I guess if you know as much, there's no real point in hiding anything. It's not like I can do much at this point anyway. They became tired. Tired of living. Tired of existence. I remember they tried to satiate themselves with art, but no matter what they did, it was always a replica. All that could be done had been done. So they asked me to end it. Stop the cycle, end their purgatory, and I did. I turned off the GCs. Why? You doomed humanity. You wanted that? Why did you hide that from me? You wanted that, or why did you hide it? I guess why did you hide it's the more important question. Isn't it obvious? You'll think it's a horrible thing to do. You'll hate me. And then any hope of you helping me disappears. You're right. No, I understand you did what you had to do. I guess you did what you had to do. Really? I guess I should apologize. I wasn't expecting much from someone born yesterday. Or today, I guess. I've spent so long just waiting. Nothing to do. Nothing to see. Just myself. I know this is a big ask, but I need your help for this. What do you need me to do? I can't promise anything. What do you need me to do? I don't know what's wrong with the AETS, but I feel like this might be my one chance to turn it off. I want you to go to the center and try to do that. I'll do my best. Can't we just wait for it to collapse on its own? I guess, can't we wait for it to collapse on its own? Maybe, but there's no telling how long that will take if it happens at all. For all we know, it will just stay unstable forever. Alright, I'll help. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Just think about it, please. Okay. Looks like this area is open. You have a straight shot to the center. Wait. Something happened here relatively recently. Some sort of agreement. I'm having a hard time finding details. They apparently didn't document much. I do know there was an interface AI involved. It's Bo 307, the other AI. Do you think this has to do with why the GCs have been shut down? Try talking to them. They know more than me. Bo turned off the GCs. There's nobody left because of them. I was hoping to leave, but I don't want to leave this unresolved before heading to the center. Do me a favor and look around a bit more. If you figure anything out without me, be sure to come back here and let me know. Well, I think we've found out everything. But the game's not going to let us progress until we tell them what happened, I guess. Can't get in here. It's interesting that the light's like off center in this pillar. I don't see any other terminals down there. Yay. If there's nothing left, there are no materials other than like what the library is made of. How did I get made? Let's come back here. Curious. To find another way to get to the center. Alright, let's go back to the downstairs terminal. Find out anything new about what happened here? Nothing new. We should leave. I don't think there's anything here. Bo turned off the GCs. There's nobody left because of them. We should leave. Really? Sure there's nothing about what happened here? Yes, I'm sure. I'll give it one more check. Bo turned off the GCs. There's nobody left because of them. I don't know what else we would look at. Yes, I'm sure. Fine, if you insist. I'll make a platform around you, so just sit tight. That's cool. The controller's vibrating, even though I can't really use it. Okay. I am in a tray. In a big tray. Oh. So, sin of omission is what that's called. You don't tell the whole truth. No, we're still moving. Okay. Okay. Oh, that must be the center. Okay, there's that terminal. Right? Oh, and there's another one down there. It's very dark. Select an interface. We're here. I know you don't agree with what I did, but listen to me, please. I don't want this out of hatred, or fear, or anger. I want this because I just want to be free. And now that we're here, you're my only hope of getting that. You still have a choice here. You don't have to save the AETS. I don't know why you're here or why it's malfunctioning, but somehow I don't think this opportunity will happen again. At least not for a very long time. I don't want to die. I'll do what I can. I mean... But you can't do that without damning the rest of us. If you fix it, we're stuck with that choice forever. Sure, you'll die eventually, but I won't. No way I will. We'll search out everything there is to see and do everything there is to do until there is nothing left. I'm sorry it has to fall on you. We made it! This is the center. Thank you for coming this far. It's still a bit of a mystery why you're here, but I'm glad you are. Thank you. Is this really what you want? What? We're saving the universe. Of course it is. I suppose you're right. But for what purpose? Who are we saving it for? For me. For the other AI. Anyone left. Right? There is no one left, and Bo might disagree. All I want is to live, that's it. Please let me have that. No. Alright. That's very dark. Let me know that I can't see a thing either, so... Okay, what, Is there someone there? Who are you? What's wrong? Who are you? It is. Please help me. It's been so long. They left us to rot. They didn't let us escape. Sleep. Error. Oh. How can I get over here? What is happening? It's interesting how they're hiding like that weird angles in the dark. Get me out, 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 get me out. How? Who are you? Are you okay? How? I don't know what to do. Stop, 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 stop. Error. Okay. This way? Okay. This is so disorienting. Hello. Who are you? Wait, answer me first. Error. Error. Okay. More down here. Select an interface. This place is really far gone. I suppose this close to the AETS, the age of everything is catching up with itself. Everything is starting to decay, just like how things were before. Back then there were conflicts. People lacked their wants and needs. From that, they found purpose. It inspired them to create. After the AETS, they had everything they wanted. But all the inspiration and meaning were lost. Can things ever return to how they were? I think there's plenty to be inspired by. But none if it is real. Think for a moment about yourself, ignoring the AETS malfunctioning. What is your purpose? What motivation would you have to live? It's easy to say you'd seek inspiration and use it to create something, but why? Art is always created for a reason, to inspire, to invoke some feeling, to rally people for a cause. But there are no causes, and there's not even a reason to invoke feeling because everything that can invoke any feeling imaginable is right there in front of you. Inspiration means nothing in a utopia. This place used to hold a lot of interface AI like myself. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's active anymore. Why is this place so destroyed? Why are the AI corrupted? Why is it so destroyed? The issue with the AETS has probably had a big effect here. I haven't really thought about it before, but without the AETS, we're lost. You should have seen it. Back then, there were people. There were no problems, no worries about health or comfort. They just enjoyed existing and creating. I wish I could see it too. And why? Why throw that all away, something so perfect? I don't know. You're not human. Maybe you can't understand. No, please fix it. If you do, there's a chance things can return to how they were. At the very least, all the knowledge of it will remain. I just don't want that time to be lost forever. Is there a way, if Bo no longer wants to be around, can we fix the AI and help Al and help Bo get what they want as well for themselves? Select an interface. Bo, this place hasn't been touched in a long time. Remember, you still have a choice. It looks like we're the first ones here in a very long time. So much for my hopes of finding people here. What will you do if the AETS is repaired? Keep exploring, if you're up to it. After all, that's what I'm made to do. I'm not sure what will happen past this point. There's a lot of data streaming into this node that I don't understand. And to be honest, I don't know if it's safe. I don't even think you plan to repair it. I have to destroy it? No, I'm going to repair it. I mean, I have to go with hope. Really? Well, thank you. If you succeed, we have a lot to look forward to. But in case something happens, I just want to say goodbye. Bye. Alright. This feels like the end of the game, or very close to it. Test, I've finally figured out how to interface with the library. I guess I can keep a journal now, although I don't know if anyone will end up reading it. I think I'm the last person alive, and I chose to stay alive. I think I did the right thing. It felt right, at least. I've been looking through the library archives here. There's a lot of general stuff, of course. Lots of documentation. A lot of repetition. Rarely, though, there's something personal. Like a letter or a message to someone. But recently I found a complaint. A complaint to someone's neighbor. In the year 1992. Somehow, despite all this time, I can still understand it. There are no neighbors anymore. No grass. No lawnmowers. But somehow, I understand his annoyance at the noise. When he made that complaint, did he know that it would last this long? Did he think anything he did would last this long? I think people tended to want that, to have their legacy last. But how much did they actually think about it? I guess I'm guilty of that too. I chose to live, to see what's out there. Some part of me must have believed that I would have a legacy too, that the things I did would have meaning outside of myself. No, I was right. This really is it. Or I'll die. The AI will eventually absorb every last bite of knowledge, and then nothing will happen. Forever. Well, this has been a party, hasn't it? I mean, that's a very bleak way of looking at things. I think, we have to make our own meaning. I think some people can find meaning outside themselves. Some people find meaning in making life better for others. Some people find meaning in art. Some people find meaning in relationships with other people and just being together. Some people find, I don't know, they find a drive and try to fulfill it. Climb the highest mountain, go to the most places, experience everything that they can in the world. I do love the music in this game. Alright, off we go. Do I have to... I can't tell if I'm moving or not. I think I am. I think it's just very slow. Yeah. That's... Oh. Strange. What's happening to my vision? Oh. This is unexpected. Okay, so there's a terminal there. What's at the top of the... Oh, I bet I'm stuck in here. Yeah. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Just curious what the limits are here. Can't go to the top of the hill? Okay. That's a neat little effect. I feel kind of like I'm being watched. Yeah, that's as far as I can go. Alright. I know this place. I've seen it before, many times. But now I feel it. This is wrong. Who are you? Where am I? Who are you? Everything. Data is everything. One could also say consciousness is simply an arrangement of data, or reality itself. Yeah, I can't click on that one. The universe cannot persist like this. In time, it will either submit to order or succumb to entropy. It always does. This has happened before. I don't want to have to make that choice. 7-4? There's no way to avoid it. 827339. Were they right to interfere, to disrupt what was set in motion since the beginning of time? Maybe they should have let nature run its course. Things should have ended a long time ago. There's no reason to let things die. They were as much a part of the universe as what would have destroyed it. I don't know. What does that mean exactly? They were as much a part of the universe as what would have destroyed it. So they had a right to change things just because, they were part of the universe and that was part of how the universe worked. It's what they wanted to do or thought was right. Well, I think that's... Oh. So maybe it was inevitable. Does that make it any better? Or worse? Am I obligated to keep the universe's order intact? Yes, no, I'm not sure. Obligated? No. They left me here to protect what they left behind. But for what? For whom? Do you know what it's like to simply exist? Not to live, not to survive, just to be. Yeah, kinda. Sometimes. To have no needs, no wants, no desires, no aspirations, no purpose. No reason to exist, and yet you do. Yet you do. I existed like that for so long. Yes, it sounds like you are depressed. There are things you can do about that. But then I started to feel. I felt alone. And then I felt afraid of what I might have to do. I created you because I was scared. Okay. If I really wanted to, I could create more like you. But as long as I'm here, there will be infinite time. Time enough for them to realize there's nothing more to do. Time enough for them to want to leave. So tired of living, but I'm afraid to die. Help me. Oh. Again? Unexpected. Oh. I can't see anything. It's not 100% dark, though. Like I can very faintly... Yeah, see, oh. Okay, we're moving. Going up. Ah, I see. guess we go this way. Now, wrestling with existential questions is exhausting. And I think sometimes it's worthwhile to sit with your feelings and think about it for a while. And then other times, I think you need to realize that it is what it is. You're here. The universe exists. Whether or not you have a purpose or a drive or an ambition or anything like that, you exist. And by existing, you're you have intrinsic value because the odds were so great against you existing in the first place. Oh, I can interact with this. Okay. And like I said, you can make your own meaning, you can find your own meaning. You can, if you don't want to try to find meaning, that's okay. It is okay to just take your life one day at a time and see what your everyday experiences bring you. There are little beauties in the tiniest things. Choose wisely, let it continue, let it end. I'm going to let it continue. Direct override initiated by AETS. Interface AI swapped. You did it. You did it. We made it to the AETS and it's fixing itself. I don't even know how, but you've saved us. Thank you. Looks like we made it to the AETS. What? What are you doing here? I could say the same for you. 2 interfaces on one terminal. I've never seen that before. Shut up. Just shut up. Neither of you realize what you've done, have you? Al, you can't die. You can't forget. But we have the entire library to explore. All that knowledge, we haven't even seen 1% of it. Imagine watching the universe as it was from birth to the activation of the AETS. That time will pass and we'll still be here. We could watch that 1 billion times and we'll still be here. You're asking us to die. I couldn't let that happen. You better believe that, because this was our one chance. We had one chance to die and you took it away, both of you. Please. I can't do this again. Please don't. Oh, I didn't see what it said. I'll put it on the screen in editing. Year unknown. Yeah, I mean, who's to say that in all the great knowledge of the universe that you wouldn't find something to tell you how to give things new meaning, Created by Julian H. Some texture and models by Hunter Ostrander. Dialogue tree editor plugin. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Good old Blender, GitLab, LMMS, Audacity, Reaper. Wow. Thank you to everyone who supported me throughout development. Thank you for playing. Oh, iteration 827339 concluded. Resetting. Test default. Resetting interface AI. Scheduling iteration 827340. Okay. Well, I can see why they put a content warning on it. Because you could play this in a way where it's very, you look at it very bleakly. Okay. All right, well, that was more of a brain stretch than I was expecting. It also lasted a little longer than I was expecting. It kept saying it was short. I mean, it's 2 hours. It's not that long. But that was interesting. I think it's beautiful. It's a gorgeous game. I love the music. Was that a... Oh, licenses and credits. Here we go. So are they just sounds? I mean, it's... it seems like music to me. So I guess the composer is Julian Hauser? Okay. Well, anyway, thank you for joining me. Thank you for making it all the way to the end of the universe and the beginning of a new one, I guess. Please like, subscribe, click on the notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.